Good morning, Redders. Today we're going to be talking about how to create an outline using your thesis. So first we have to talk about the thesis. A thesis is composed of the main ideas of what you're trying to argue. It summarizes what you will argue in your paper and addresses the what, why, and how. In this video, we're going to be using an example. So say you really want to go see a new film, but your parent figure won't let you because they think it's inappropriate. So you're going to have to actually go out and research and then come back and provide reasons as to why you should be able to go see the film. We'll be referencing the new film Lady Bird. You must first address the question. Your parent figure wants to know why it's so important you see the film. You have to address the what, why, and how. How can you convince your parent figure otherwise? Well, we've given you an easy template you can use as a guide to write a thesis. And we've come up with this. Lady Bird is a great film for me to see at this time in my life because it offers the ability for me to connect to the protagonist, it shows one representation of the teenage and coming of age experience, and it allows me to better understand my relationships with authority figures. You can actually use your thesis as a springboard for your outline. So why are outlines so important? They're a huge part of the pre-writing process. It allows you to brainstorm, assists the writing process as a whole, and allows you to get the ideas out of your head and onto paper. It helps you organize your ideas so your paper flows, you don't miss any important information, and it allows you to structure your actual argument and research. Let's get started. Don't panic. We know there's a lot of research and information you have to go through, but that's the whole point of outlines. You begin at the introduction. This is where you introduce your reader to what you're going to be talking about. It's also where you hook them and state your thesis. To begin your outline, you again address the what, why, and how. What the problem is, in this case, why it is important you see the film, and how you will show it is important. Research on the film will be required. And finally, you introduce the thesis. Here's an example of how to outline an introduction. As you can see, we address the what, why, and how, while also introducing the thesis. Next, we're going to be talking about the body paragraphs. Let's go back to the thesis. We provided 3 reasons in the thesis as to why Lady Bird is a great film for us to see. Those translate into your 3 body paragraphs. You outline according to the same reasons you presented in your thesis. Here's an example. We use the 3 reasons provided in the thesis to organize our paper. You may want to go into more detail with each reason. You can separate these into subtopics as you wish. You can do the exact same thing following this simple template. Well, when you've reached the end, you've come to the conclusion. This is where you wrap up and revisit ideas you talked about. You may also want to reiterate why those ideas matter and paraphrase your thesis. Here's an example of how to outline your conclusion. It's very similar to how we outline the introduction. And at the end, you join all of these together to make one huge outline. So how are you going to format this? Well, you can use the listing format as we use in this video. Or you can map things out. Or you can use sticky notes. There's plenty of templates that you can find online. But now it's your turn. So remember the basics. Formulate your thesis, use that thesis to format your outline,